here. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time. Whatever you're here for, this is going to be tarot readings for your sign under the Gemini new moon. It's a super new moon. That means this energy is not only good for the next 2 weeks, like super potent, but it's going to influence the next 6 months. And Gemini is the rules the brain and the lungs. So our dual parts, our brain and our lungs, our dualities. And that is two very important, very necessary body parts. So think about taking care of your mental health, taking deep breaths, meditation, and that's what's going to give you courage in this effort we call life. Okay? So let's start with Gemini. Happy birthday, babies. It is your season, 121. It is your season, Gemini, and it is your solar return. I hope that it is a great solar return season for you, and that you receive all the blessings that you have manifested. This is going to be a new moon reading. So what are we manifesting? What's the good stuff we're manifesting for Gemini? Let's see. One more here. The good things manifesting for Gemini. Saint Michael, please protect Gemini. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Gemini's behalf. Okay. 8 of Cups. Fool reversed. Hermit reversed. Okay, so there is the nail in the coffin. That is the dagger, Gemini. Okay. I feel that you are absolutely no nonsense right now. That you are not going to, not only are you going to walk away from foolishness, prideful ignorance, things like that are very, they don't make any sense. They're not ruled by the light. So if it's not ruled by the light, you're going to walk away from it. And you're going to not only walk away from these types of things, Gemini, you will be adding why. So it's just like blow him a kiss of death. It's kind of nice. That is the fun. It's the 8 of Cups with a little journey story to it, and the 10 of Swords. That, my friends, is the dagger. Okay? The end, said Gemini. Case closed. Okay? What did I do? King of Swords. There you are. There you are. All right. What's on the bottom? 5 of Swords reverse, or 5 of Wands reverse. Either way, mentally going with the flow, physically going with the flow. You're not only going to be ending, thank you for the like, by the way. You're not only going to be ending stupidity and nonsensical, harsh darknesses. You're bringing light to people who were previously uneducated. And you're not, oh, Siva, hi, hon. It's good to see you. It's been a long time. Thank you, dear. I'm so happy you're here. And you caught us on Gemini, so what are you, Aquarius? Not sure, but you won't have to wait as long today. Oh, Aries is always last. Second last. Sorry. Anyways. Your whole title says Aries man on it. Anyways. Okay. So not only are you ending foolishness, foolish behavior, you're not only you're outcasting misinformation. You're guiding people towards real information, grounded realities. You might be a professor, okay, of sorts. I mean, maybe you're an armchair professor. But like, I show you being a beacon of truth, integrity, honor, wisdom, and you're patient with people who aren't maybe as educated or experienced as you. Very patient. This is good. We need that. Because if you're smarter than everyone else, which you probably are, okay. You're realizing something about yourself too, that when you tolerate nonsense or when you include, what should I say, ignorance. It's just this ignorance. When you include willful ignorance, not innocent ignorance, like this is like, oh, I didn't know that. This is you being like that 2-word answer or that 3-word answer and ending a online debate or whatever is going on. Like you are going to silence the peanut gallery with truth and facts and science and wisdom, okay? Because you have seen what living in a world of misinformation and blaming and just whoever's the loudest wins, and just that territorial fake news, just it's all propaganda. And you're realizing that when you see this, the reason you're getting away from it is because it brings you down into a place mentally where you're like, I can't take care of myself if my thoughts are here with these folks, with these kinds. And you're becoming a new version of yourself. You're telling me in this reading that you're not ready, or that you're really tired, or that you're over it. You're just over it all. You're over people, and that's okay. I mean, that's okay if that's how you feel, because that means that you're doing a really good job. And I hope that you hear me say that, because this is your new moon, and where are you? You know what I mean? This is your new moon, and you're the master manifester of all the signs. We need you, okay? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Silva. And you're not going to be shy about being informed. You're going to be secure in the way that you speak. Eloquence and dignity and wisdom are being granted to you, Gemini, to keep peace, not only for people who are apparently incapable of frontal cortex processing, but that it lowers your frontal cortex processing if you're hanging around that all the time. So you're outside seeking the truth. You might be sunbathing a lot, or seeking as many outside walks. I feel through a forest. I'm feeling sunlight through trees. So this is how you can take care of yourself better. Keep getting that fresh air, okay? That breath. Very good. Happy birthday. Let's do Cancer. 10-10. Wow. Cancer. This is your Gemini super new moon energy. I think this is the strawberry moon, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure which moon it is, but anyways, I think they only do that for full moons? It's in Gemini, and we have to take care of our minds, okay, Cancer? Mental health comes first. This next couple weeks, and this, whatever you're cooking up now, is going to, you'll see it, the impact of what you're cooking up now in about 6 months. But the energy of it is going to be very apparent for the next 2 weeks, which until the full moon approaches, okay? That's how this works. Cancer, how is your Gemini new moon? What is coming in good, yum, yum, wink, wink, nudge, nudge for Cancer? Saint Michael, oops, that was, Saint Michael, please protect Cancer. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Cancer's behalf. We've got the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so you might be like cleaning, reorganizing, shuffling. I'm getting rid of all your old paperwork. It just never seems to stop, does it? You know, this is like the laundry, or like making sure that everything is organized into piles, and then you're going through each pile and you're just getting rid of stuff. You're selling stuff on Marketplace or, you know, Poshmark or something. I should be, you know, they should send me a little stipend there. Anyways, and you're seeing things like, whoa, I got a lot to do. You're seeing like a lot of stuff maybe that sat during the winter, or, you know, maybe you got depressed and you were like, but you're actively like looking for stuff to do, and you don't have to look very far. There will be something for you to do everywhere you turn your head. So it seems like maybe somebody could have let this stuff go for a little while, and you're going to be finding it like a good habit, or energized to keep moving it. Okay? And you don't want applause. You don't want to advertise your success in your own home space, okay? You're not asking for any help. You know it's you that needs to do it, okay? And somebody might offer to help you, okay? So with this organization, reorg process of yours, there might be an old trusted friend that says, can I help you organize this closet? Or can I do your taxes for you? Or can I, you know, like there's something where you might be offered some help for something that has been sort of on your mind, plaguing you with, I got to get this done. And then you go into this furious, like, back and forth energy of trying to make it all work out. And someone sees you doing that and is like, you know, I'm really good at cleaning out the fridge. Do you want me to do that for you? And like, let's see. You'll take it because you're kind of not left with a choice. Remember, I think the lesson here is during this time, learning how to ask for help. Thank you, Aries man. And it's a temporary solution for right now. It's a band-aid of a bigger problem. But you got to start somewhere. And I show you being okay with this energy because it helps you stay level, and it helps you zen your energy out a little bit so that things are less extreme feeling. Because I feel like recently you went through extreme feelings, and then finally one day you let the storm passed, you woke up and you were like, oh yeah, look at all this stuff that's been accumulating since I don't know, I just couldn't do it. Or like, it was just burnout, or it was ADHD, or it was depression, or I don't know what the issue was, but it seems like it was a accumulated mess of some sort. It could be in love. It could be in work. I don't know, but it was something that you didn't do, and now you're trying to handle in small bites, which is great. And then you're offered help because they see what you're trying to do. This really good friend, this old friend, could be your person, and maybe it's your colleague that's known you forever, and like they got your back. I don't know, if you're in the weeds, maybe you're a server, they got your back, okay? Something like that. This is like, oh, I could sub that class for you, or whatever you're doing. You'll be offered help, and you'll be like, thank you, I can't do everything right now because everything is kind of like, I gotta do these chores, I gotta run these errands, I gotta make this money. And then we got so-and-so in the hospital, and I care for them too, and then I gotta drop dinner off at so-and-so's, and my mom and dad this, and the kids that. So it's just like a bunch of stuff going on. And here you go, more help. More help, Cancer. Could be coming from a Gemini, but more help. Kids might be able to help you. So like, let's say you have to weed the garden and like you're tired, your back hurts, you're too old for this shit. Someone sends their kids to help you. Could be nieces, nephews, grandchildren, neighbors, okay? And you might give them a little something for their landscaping or whatever it is, but you're getting help from an old friend or a family member, and you're getting help from a child, which then I see you, rewarding for helping you. Of course, because that's hustle. Teach the little kids, the little hustlers, right? Oh, and then the parent of whoever's child this is gonna fight you on that and say, don't pay them for doing what's expected, and then you're gonna give them the treat anyways. You're gonna like spoil them a little bit, okay? And then you're gonna be like, I can because it's not my kid, or I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's the right thing to do. Yeah, this has to do with you not feeling so great internally, and it's showing in your world in some fashion, and you're trying to fix that now. Okay, sounds good. I know Cancer readings have been rough in the past month or so, but it doesn't have to mean that that's lasting forever. I'm not sure why those readings were happening that way, but I was getting a lot of Cancer inboxing me. A lot of that from different people too, different Cancers. So anyways, I hope that helps. Leo, you're up at 1724. Thanks again, Siva. Thanks for the likes, everyone, and thank you for the subscribe. You can book a private reading at tarotdamore.com. Don't forget, you can inbox me on IG or Tarot Damore on Facebook, and I will respond with a time in a video chat that we can do a reading over. I will also gladly accept any likes, shares, subscribes, comments. Tell your friends. I am a tipped employee of the universe if you'd like to try that. My Venmo is in my description box. And thank you to Siva, my favorite mod today. How's that? Okay, let's do Leo. Leo, take care of your mind, okay? Take care of your lungs, get some fresh air, maybe do some cardio. Look at this squirrel. What's he up to? What does it mean when they do this with their tail? Are they signaling? Are they shaking something off? I think they're signaling some kind of... Because he was up really high doing that, and now he's running around. Oh my God, he just totally... What is he doing? He just totally jumped. He's just a baby. He just totally jumped from like the rooftop to like the telephone pole. The telephone pole is about 7 or 8 feet away. He looked hilarious. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Okay. Okay. So, Saint Michael, please protect Leo. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Leo's behalf. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, saving up. Working hard, Leo. Working hard. This isn't that kind of like the Four of Pentacles gets a bad rap of being like miserly or stuck. This is you. This is grit. This is determination. You're determined to do something here. Yeah. She's like, and look at her. She's like, none of your business. My money is mine. None of your business what I make. My net worth is none of your business. Okay. Oh, damn. You remember this character? What you know about this character? The devil? Oh, Leo. Oh, Leo. Hello from Norway. Wow. Thank you. We've had Gambia, Norway, Ghana. Beautiful. India. Siva's from India. Wonderful. All right. Leo. Wow, this is intense. Okay, so this is like, I'm getting, is that Shaka Khan? You're going into the fire. You're walking directly into the fire. You're saying, fuck the high priestess. I know how to go directly straight to hell and come out of it. I'm going to bypass the little moat with the little boat and the little toll. I don't want to even talk messages. I'm going down the staircase. We're going to swim across the river and we're going to do this. Woo. Damn. Hell or high water, Leo. You're gonna get this. You're gonna win. And God's here. Like, I mean, this is divine justice. God's like, if anybody can find, I'm getting Perseus. If anybody can find Medusa and slay this demon, it's Leo. And you have a team of angels on your side, Leo. These are warriors. This devil is not like how you would see on YouTube tarot. This devil is like something that you know. This is an old devil. This is something that you are very familiar with. And you're like gonna go and hang out at the devil's round table and be like, You're like a fucking spy for the angels. Love it. Page of Wands reversed. You're not playing around, that's for sure. This is not sexual, because if you bring sex into this, it changes everything. It ruins it. So this could be nepotism at work, getting caught maybe, or catching someone else in this. It's giving you're a whistleblower, Leo. That you're outing the nastiness. You're bringing in justice, and you're not playing around. This isn't little kid shit. This is a big deal. Whatever you're calling justice to is a big deal. You saved your money for this. You might be in a big lawsuit. Could be going through a big divorce. You might be suing like a big company or something, or part of a, what are those called? Tell me, what's that? A civil suit, civil lawsuit. You might be fighting civil rights. You might be protesting. You might be right in the face of your enemy, telling them that they're wrong, and you don't care who knows it. You don't care if they disagree with you, because there comes a line with Leos especially. There comes a line where right is right and wrong is wrong. And you are like Never going to cross that line into the wrong, Leo. This is very charged. Look at this. E pluribus unum sanctuto shaver. Like I'm hearing Sanskrit, I'm hearing Latin. You're an exorcist. Look at this energy, Leo. Damn, I would not mess with you. Wow. Right into that fire, Leo. You're walking right into the burning building like, no, we're going to save these dudes. No, they don't deserve to die. What are y'all doing? You might literally be rescuing people or kittens or whatever. This is your higher calling. You know you're supposed to do it. Whatever difficult, hard situation you are stepping back into, you already know this, devil. You've already been there. I'm like getting hot from this reading, like temperature-wise. I'm heating up because I'm feeling the burn here. Maybe some of you are in the United States like big Bernie Sanders people. Now, do I think... I think that they made him powerless before giving him a platform, and now it's too late. That's my personal opinion. But you might still believe in that, you know? Something very of the people, for the people, by the people, very charged, worldly, correct, right versus wrong. You're choosing the right. Life versus death, you're choosing life. And this is something you're doing solo. This has been a lonely journey, and you know that the reason that you've been set aside is because you have a very important job duty here from the higher ups. You have a calling, Leo. You might be being called into your religion's priesthood. But you have a specific road to toe and a stairway to climb to get out of it. You know how to get out of it. You've done this before. And because you've done this before, because you've navigated this hellscape before, you're now taking people with you. Like, come on, everybody come, you know? And you're just rescuing people and being like, I don't have time. I gotta go keep saving people. I regret saying saving people. I don't like that phrase. But there comes a point, like let's say people are raising their kids, right? And they're like, don't tell me how to raise my kids. And the kid's a terror. And you're like, you wish you could correct their kids for them. If their kid was a toddler and there's a busy street and this parent is absent and the child is walking into the street, suddenly if you grab the child who doesn't know any better and the parent who's probably exhausted, right? And you grab this child and you scoop them up and save them from dying, now you're a hero rather than don't tell me how to raise my kids, okay? So there's a certain point where it's like you're harming yourself, you're gonna harm yourself, you're gonna die from this, you're gonna, like you're warning people. You have been warning people. You have been telling your story. I've been through this. It's like this. Don't do it. And then they do it anyways. And you're like, still like, okay, I told you not to do it. And you're taking them out of it. And it leaves you kind of alone. It leaves you a little bit frustrated, a little bit bitter because you got the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay? It leaves you a little bit lonely. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want your help. That like, you're inept. I don't want this help. Nobody understands me. So maybe you need a Leo support group, which I have. You can DM me. But I feel this is like you're hell-bent to be on this path and you ain't moving. You'll do it alone if you have to. Most of it is on your shoulders. But again, what you're doing is you're like, let's say it's 911, or let's say someone's choking. Let's say someone can't breathe. You know, use your CPR. Gordy, are you okay? You go call 911, tell them we have an unconscious victim. That doesn't mean that you're working together. That doesn't mean that you like them. That doesn't mean that you're friends. It just means that they were there in a moment and they helped because you were both doing something to get the objective of making this person live. Okay? So I do show you doing like potentially life-saving work. Some of you, Leo, might be like a really high ordered, like a surgeon, or something that's very like, maybe you land a burning plane, or like, you know, like there's something very heroic, egoic, and yet we couldn't do it without you. Okay? Don't let that harden your heart's outlook, okay, on people. Make sure you have your support as needed, okay? All right. That's for you, Leo. I thought that was pretty relevant, important, vibrant reading. That was wild. I felt that for me as well. And I don't always resonate with these readings myself, but that one I was like, no, I know exactly what they're talking about. And it's in more than one aspect. You know, for me personally, it would be corporate culture calling me up and being like, hey, come on back. We need you. We don't care if you're getting along with people or not. We need you. You're on that diversity pathway. You're trying to help other people get ahead. We need you. We know you're not well liked. That's okay. We need you. It's like, all right. I'm like, cool. I'll take it. All right, Leo? Don't give a shit about what other people think about you. Especially these next 2 weeks. Wow, very powerful. Virgo, I wrote yours down at 3130. Virgo. Something's going on in Virgo right now in the 6th house. Oh, Gemini, the new moon is in the 6th house, which is Virgo's energy. Okay, excellent. This might be a very beneficial energy, I would say. Plus, you and Gemini are ruled by Mercury, so take care of your mental health first, okay? Keep breathing. The lungs are important as well. They also ruled by Gemini. Keep that on tap, okay? Keep that breath of fresh air on tap for you at all times. Just be ready to cleanse your lungs and your mind. Free your mind, okay? Free your mind and the rest will follow. Get like, not just a quartz, not just like you could get like a $2 quartz, but maybe go for some kind of interesting quartz. I don't even know what this is called, but it's a clear crystal. This thing was crystal clear when I got it, and now it's a little banged up and, bruised up. You can get selenite real cheap too. Selenite helps with ideas. In fact, I'm going to hold on to that for a second. Here's a quartz. This thing is turning yellow. It was and it's also, since I've gotten a lot of marks on it. But yeah, so get you some. I have crystal dealers if you want a hookup to like pure, maybe even like hand mined crystals that aren't like terrible for the earth. Because most of this stuff is, it's very bad for the earth. Like all these crystals that we keep, mining using small hands and things like that. Anyways, all right, Virgo. Here I am telling you to be mentally well, and then I'm giving you mental health issues. All right, here we go, Virgo. All right, they said tchotchkes. Do you like stupid things? Do you like stupid things on your windowsill, or have a whole shelf of stupid things? I don't know. Tchotchkes, I heard. All right, tchotchkes are Midwestern, Polish, like, slang for those little meaningless things that we don't, like this guy, he's a tchotchke. This little tiny cup, it's a plastic cup. I drink out of it often in front of my nephews to like serious adults. Like they're like they're not amused. All right. Say, Michael, please protect Virgo. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Virgo's behalf. They used to laugh their brains out. I don't know. I guess I'm a dad. Seven of Wands reverse is what you're pulling in here for Gemini. You're pulling in your vulnerability. How beautiful is this? Yes, 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 says Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is giving you nonviolent communication as your number one skill to I'm getting like this monologue from, it's like, and hearing things like, I would sell all my gold if I could just get my hands on one thing, or I would sell my first child, my firstborn, you know, like I'm getting this, like, I would move heaven and earth if I could, you know, like, but maybe this is like somebody that you would do this for. And I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. Okay. And the Strength card. 2 major arcanas for you as well, Virgo. You need to stand steadfast in your vulnerability. So let's say, let me just give you a scenario. And I don't often get love in readings, but I just got this little scenario. Like, what if maybe you're a single Virgo and you're feeling very, you're feeling very authentic and you're feeling very brave in the same pattern of authenticity, truth. And you're very single and you find somebody that you really enjoy, you really like, and then you tell them, what if you just, you know, put your cards on the table, maybe place a bet, put your ante out there, so it's just 2 chips. What if you tell them? Except this was like, matter of fact, like, what if you just were straightforward and skipped all the games and just was authentic, like right from the beginning, right from the gate. And you're like, I don't have time to, waste on, how many days should I text them back, or I don't have time for that stuff. And this could be in any aspect. It doesn't have to be love, but I picked love because I feel like this might be the energy that you need the most guidance with for right now. What if you were the first to apologize recently? I think they're okay, this is really interesting, Virgo, because you are a perfectionist. That's like your number one shadow. But I would say that what if the tables were turned and you were the one that did something wrong? And you were the one that had to feel sorry for something. And you were the one that had to be vulnerable and tell the truth about something. What if that happened to you? And then they didn't forgive you for it? What if the tables were turned? Because typically I'm seeing that is your energy. I'm not going to forgive them. They can learn their lesson. They can go find somebody else to do that to. Okay? You might be family with this person. This person has not, you and them have not had an equal share of the brunt of the work. The love used to just be automatic. So if this is a sibling, you used to just follow their every word, deed, action, okay? And they got a little used to that perhaps because they never quite had to respond to that. Or maybe they never quite treated you as an adult when you became one. But now maybe you both have kids and you never got to work on your relationship with this person. This could be your spouse. You could be in a marriage where you've lost that loving feeling and there's this eternal take relationship now because they're taking you change your energy into take. Okay. What if it like pulled inside out, which is like kind of what the universe is doing right now. It's reversing polarities. What if you pulled that universe inside out of take to both of you being givers. That's what I think that they're trying to introduce to you. Whether it's you that is being resistant or them that is being resistant, the universe is trying to tell you to, what if you were both givers? You have a lot of responsibility. And you know, you might very well be married because you know they're not going anywhere. If this is your sibling, you might be taking care of your father figure or a man, like an older man. You might be waiting for paycheck, or waiting for design to, like, you're waiting for your life path to be what it needs to be. You might be listening to music with this person or going to a concert or a show as a way to, like, let bygones. Okay, so you might be using music as forgiveness and a point of harmony. It's funny because even though there's an unreciprocated, imbalanced energy here present, you still really care about this person, and this person still does what they can in the way that they know how. You're developing maybe an immeasurable amount of patience, and, oh, hey, Ralph, and they might be like your workhorse. And that's what you've realized about them, is like, you know what, they don't know how to love me back the way I want to be loved. They don't speak my love languages. They don't really go there, but they work their asses off and they're doing their best, and I really, really love them, and that's my family. Like, this is love and acceptance of a shitty situation or something that was very unfair. That's what I show being good manifested in this energy. Resolute on sharing information, and I just gave, like, from the heart, thank you. Like, some of you might speak sign language. There's a beautiful reader named Chris Corzini who speaks sign language. So if you've ever checked him out, he's awesome. I really like watching him. Okay. He's also queer, I think, which is like double the joy for me. All right, let's do Libra at 4305. It's warm in here. It's Wisconsin and it's warm. Oh my gosh. Guys. I'm bright today, huh? I went for rainbow. I had a green jacket on before. I went for rainbow today. Purple hair, green jacket, blue pants, of course. I wore structured pants today, you guys. My gosh. Let's do it. All right. Libra, 4305. Excellent. We wrote it down. We being me. And Tarot D'Amour, which is also me. The Royal We. And Williams. Nikita's here. Hi. And Williams. Oh my gosh. All the crew is in the house. Aw. Cute. I'm on Libra. So far, we've done Gemini through Virgo. This is for Libra. It's going to be Gemini new moon energy, which is like for the next 2 weeks. What are we manifesting? What are we bringing in? It's your sister sign, so it's an air sign energy for you, Libra. I don't know what your body part is, but I know the Gemini's is the brain and the lungs. And you got to keep that mind clear. You got to keep the oxygen flowing. You got to, mental health is the space to focus on first. Okay, Libra? And I also show that they said penniless. Maybe there's a lack mindset going on here. Okay. that needs to go. Okay. This new moon energy will impact like what you do today, yesterday, today, and for the next 2 weeks will kind of like, if you wrote it down, read it in 6 months and look at what your actions today manifested in 6 months. Because it's a super new moon. So it's got a lot of potency. Just like that eclipse new moon had a lot of potency as well. Here we go, Libra. Saint Michael, please protect Libra. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Libra's behalf. Nakia, oh, this is probably gonna be a personal reading, huh? You're the only Libra in here, I think. Queen of Wands reversed, okay. Not burnt out, not messy, not disheveled, not quite, a little shabby, okay? We're a little bit, like, I don't know, we're a little bit run down maybe, or feeling maybe a little sick. Maybe your hair isn't right today, or hasn't been, or like in the next 2 weeks it's gonna be difficult for you to present yourself the way you normally do, or not quite sure. You might be doing some other work on your, like maybe, okay, so like maybe you're getting your teeth enhanced in some way, and then you have to wear like a cap or something, and it's embarrassing, and you're not smiling as much, or, well, hi Tammy, I'm glad you're a Libra too, okay. So I do show Queen of Wands reverse not being burnt out necessarily, just being a little frazzled with getting it together all the way, and then not being available. Because like Libra's checked out. See you later. Like, come back when you're, oh, you have Libra replacement. Went to the dentist. Oh, interesting. Okay. But this is like discomfort for future looks or future gain or future confidence. And it's a little bit of hard work that you're doing. Just be careful of burnout approaching, and I think that you're sensing it coming, okay? Maybe you're not. Ace of Swords reverse, yeah. Maybe you're not sensing it coming, and it's good that, look at, you can't even see the cards because it's the same as my shirt. But yeah, the Ace of Swords reverse means that there's something you're not seeing, there's something being hidden from you. Maybe there's somebody in your life, Libra, that is unavailable, basically unavailable. Like you cannot get a hold of them, or they're ghosted and you're dating them, or they're simply not, they're like kind of stuck up. This is Mean Girls. You're not on my level, okay? That's what it, that's from Pose. I love that show. Okay. Hangman reverse. Maybe you've been unavailable towards somebody, and now, well, somebody, either way, this is going both ways. I can feel the energy. It's like someone can come, this might be both for you, but somebody here is going to go towards somebody and be like, hey, I wasn't even available for this time. I'm sorry I missed you. I'm sorry, I did get your message. I just was so busy. I couldn't get to it, or I don't even check that account anymore, or whatever it is, okay? But they're gonna come towards you with why they were unavailable, or you're gonna do that towards someone else, or both, okay? Because that has been happening a lot. People have been digesting like just how many ways they can be communicated with, how many messenger apps, texting, the phone, email, how many email accounts, workplace, just all kinds of ways of communicating. I think people are kind of like, all right, all right, enough already. One number, you can call me. How's that? You know, and like you're trying to get into like a rhythm here. Okay. 8 of Wands reverse. Exactly. Like just shut the blinds, close up shop. There's a little clock sign saying Libra is out fishing. Libra's gone fishing, will return by 3 p.m. And even then, you're not sure if you're going to come back, okay? So this is like maybe you're gearing up for a vacation, or you're just like, you're in a mental state of mind that's just like, half-assed. Half-assing it. And even half your ass is like someone else's 100%. Okay? And I could definitely feel this at work, for sure. Okay? And I can definitely feel you coasting. Because sometimes we do that, right? We coast because we can. Because we worked so hard from before. Remember when we were working so hard? Right. I do think that eventually you're going to tell your therapist, or you're going to call your mother, or you're going to call your sister, your friend, your brother, okay? And you're going to say, look, I need to talk to somebody here. Because, like, I don't know what's going on with me, but I have just been feeling lazy and unproductive. When you know you haven't been lazy and unproductive, but you've been feeling that way. And that's because God, Spirit, Universe, is trying to push towards you. Hey Libra, you have an opinion. How do you feel about that? You want to have that opinion or no? You want that opinion or no? Okay, so it's clarity, it's protection. This is a protective, reclusive energy. You ain't talking to nobody right now. Seems. It's not past like, okay, have a nice day. It's intense. And then you have some kind of beautiful, heartfelt, miracle energy. I hope you're here for it, Libra. This is a prayer answer. This is somebody bringing you out of that energy with innocence. This is, hey mom, I colored this for you and it's super cute. Or this is like your teenager cleaning the bathroom. Or like, this is like, you're even though you're way too old, your dad gives you a little money. Or this is just something really sweet. I also get you getting out of a ticket. Okay. I definitely got that as a little like, oh, that'll make you be grateful real quick, right? So like avoiding a super negative consequence that will be like, you can't get away with this forever, but you are kind of on this vibe of knowing that it's going to have to switch up back into energized Libra mode again. But for right now, you just don't want to. It is too soon. I don't want to get up. I don't want to get out of bed. I want to sit here for a couple hours and just snuggle with my dog or whatever it is, okay? That I show you getting very comfortable in it, but then knowing you're going to have to like get out of hermit stage. And I show you doing that. And the thing that's going to do that for you is some kind of beautiful little blessing. And pray for lots of them. Pray for like a lot of little blessings. Pray for, you know, your garden to grow quickly, or your grandkids to do some amazing thing, or like whatever it is. Just maybe someone buys you a fucking car. You know what I mean? Maybe they just put a lump sum in your retirement account at work or something, right? So just pray for the things, maybe get a little promotion, okay? Pray for the things that will give you more motivation. Because I show a Libra right now, it's like kind of Peter Gibbons, you know. Have you ever seen Office Space? He's like, I got a meeting with the Bobs later. I can't make it. Like he's not really doing anything. I was in corporate America and I did that for about 4 months. And they didn't even notice. No one noticed. I was still doing my job. I just kind of checked out from it. Okay. I just wanted to see, like a social experiment, how long it would be before I got in trouble. I didn't. like maybe they did notice, but I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying, like, I like to resist the powers that be. I like to test. I know it's not in your comfort zone for a Libra. But Leo, they're like, fuck it, who cares? What are they gonna do to me? All right, Scorpio, 5451. For my Scorpio friends. Okay, Scorpio. Gemini, new moon energy for Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio. If I've ever blessed you before, or you find this content engaging, cute, funny, made you cry your eyes out, and you hate me forever, give me a like. Maybe a thumbs down. I don't know. I'm kidding. Don't do that. That would be mean. Just be kind, okay? Be kind, please. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. You can book a private reading at tarotdamore.com. You can inbox me on my Facebook or Instagram page. All of those are included in the description box. And come on. And if you want to, if it suits you, if it behooves you, you can leave me a little gift sum. A lump sum, if you will. A lump of sugar in my stocking, if you will. That Venmo information, donations are in the description box as well. Consider me a tipped employee of the universe, you know? Appreciate you, Scorpio. Here we go. Ready? Woo! Saint Michael, please protect Scorpio. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Scorpio's behalf. What is Scorpio bringing in for this Gemini new moon? Next 2 weeks, and then I want you in 6 months to check back on this reading, maybe write down what you manifested, take a look back, and be like, I'm magic. Okay? What the hell? Of course, show it. And Williams, I'm gonna add you as a moderator. Good. Ta-da! Is that the better kind? Hold on. What kind of moderator? Chat modes? Standard? I don't know what chat modes are. Ah, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you so much. If you like that, I don't really know what mod's like, so if you want to find me on Instagram, you know, I give you occasional 3-card or, you know, I'm not at a gifting place currently, but maybe by the holidays I will be. So this is for you, Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio. Saint Michael, please protect Scorpio. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Scorpio's behalf. I think I've done that twice, but oh well. That's okay. That's fine. Well, you're going to be spending your money on something here, Scorpio. It's extravagant. It's the big city. It's the cruise. It's a vacation. It's new wheels. It's summit. I heard Mexico. Okay. Ooh. Okay, what is this? Fool reversed. Knight of Wands. You don't care. You don't care. I'm going to go anyways. Everybody told me there's going to be a hurricane. Everybody told me it's going to be stupid. Everyone told me that not to do it. Everyone told me blah, 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 but I want to go. You're excited about it. I want to go, they said. You said, like, I've been wishing for this since I was 5 or something. Like, you've wanted this since you were a little kid. Okay. I like this energy. Yeah, and you're doing what you need to do. I really do feel like this is a vacation because, like, you're trying to catch up everything, do double time before you leave so that you can come back. I don't like that about vacation. I think that, like, you shouldn't have to make up for lost time before you leave, because that's the whole point of vacation, is that you do nothing. Workplace is not modified or interrupted whatsoever. And then you return like nothing happened. Now, if you don't work in a big enough place for that energy, then I show you shuffling some cards, maybe. Some of you might be asking about, like, how's this gonna go, or very excited, and so you're like, ooh. Some of you might be calling Tarot d'Amour for a reading. Well, Yeah. You know this ain't your way to a retirement plan, okay? This is a good time, not a long time. You might be meeting someone pretty spicy here. Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles reversed, okay? Jumping in the hot tub with a stranger. Sounds like fun. Oh, woo! You ready? Did you see that? Oh, why am I not surprised? It's the King of Wands. He's got a little wandy poo action for you in that hot tub, okay? Is Selena here? Because I'm feeling like she's in on this or something. I don't know. Sagittarius is not even up yet. Scorpio. There's like a little excitement about you're excited. You're like, I don't care. This person, I like one and done. I don't care. I don't need to know this person. We're meeting in a city far, far away from each other, and it's just a nice getaway for me. I'll never have to see him again. We can just blah, blah, blah. But then this person shows up. This might be something that you thought was friendly, and you show up cash, and they show up like cufflinks and expensive cologne. And they're making you like, right? I want to be a Scorpio. This person has it bad for you, and they are an adult. Listen, the King of Wands isn't a bad card. A lot of people talk shit about the King of Wands. Let me tell you, I'm a Leo, okay? But the King of Wands knows some shit that a lot of people don't know. So you could have the job, the car, the wife, the kids, right? But the King of Wands got the hottie body, and they take care of their vessel. There's an old saying in, I think it's a yogi saying that if you control, because it's about fasting. If you control the food that goes into your body and how your body is working, you can do anything. That's how you manifest, right? So this is pretty dope. This person has the secret, and they make shit happen. This person could easily step into some emperor shit once they commit to something. So commitment is commitment is not, that's the moon. You don't know if, I feel the moon's been coming out, right? And I feel like it's like a new energy for everybody. Saturn is a karmic reward sometimes. Saturn isn't a mean dad. Saturn is, what work did you do the past, 12 years? Like with Saturn is like, what have you done to, and they might have some good surprises, some good oopsies. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune in Aries, that is when the Berlin Wall fell. That is the energy we are going to be in this year. How exciting, right? I feel like for you, if you haven't been with somebody forever or you're looking for a relationship, this person might surprise you. You might go to France. You might go to France. You might meet this person once. You might never speak again, right? In your mind. But this person might surprise you and be like, come move to France. And you're like, huh? Me? I thought that was a one-night stand. I thought that was our 2 weeks of bliss. Like you mean take a permanent vacation? I don't know. They might have a place in the Riviera. You know what I mean? So very, very rich. Like this is opulence. Okay? Woo! How fun. All right, enjoy your life, okay? Don't let anybody hold you back on enjoying your life. This person wants to have fun. They're passionate, they're desiring you. It's nice. You like playing with fire, Scorpio. You put that fire out real fast. Real fast, won't ya? Yeah, Scorpios are really good with fire signs, I think. Maybe they don't like fire signs sometimes, but I think they're really good with fire signs. I think water signs in general are pretty good with fire signs, because they can like set boundaries and fire can't, necessarily take over. So enjoy that. Sagittarius, it's your turn. 64:59. Okay. Sagittarius, look at you. Okay. Breaking free from expectations. Maybe you're a free bird. Maybe you paid for the college education and the kids are all grown-ups and now you just get to be retired or a grandma, something like that. Or you just graduated college and you're 22 and like world is your oyster. Or you're in your mid-30s and you're discovering I can do whatever the fuck I want and live or go wherever I want because now I have some shit. There's something going on here for you where the Gemini new moon is helping you, Sagittarius, discover what it is that they've been trying to tell you this whole time. I feel it's an epiphany or an aha moment coming in for you because there's been some stuck energy for Saggies. You've kind of been wondering, in my readings, you've kind of been wondering, like, where's my magic, dude? Like, I don't know why I can't make shit happen right away like I used to. But they're like, hold on. We're gonna, okay, you stay right here. And I'm just gonna like, pick you up by the shirt and like just kind of hang out. Just hang out here for a while, Saggy. Have a drink, okay? All right, here we go. Gemini new moon for Sagittarius. The Gemini new moon energy is potent for about 2 weeks, and then in about 6 months, because this is a super new moon, go ahead and check back on this reading, see how far you've come, see if if you want to write down your manifestations or record your manifestation somehow, then you can see what happens in 6 months from today, okay, from what you talked about today. Say, Michael, please protect Sagittarius. Virgin Mother, please understand Sagittarius' behalf. Why do I feel that I've done the blessing twice every single time? Not sure. All right, are you getting deja vu? Page of Cups. I'm sorry. So sorry. Yeah. 2 cups reversed. Sorry, I didn't give. Sorry. It's like real absent-minded too. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I'll. Like it's. Gosh, this is like real bro energy. Like, sorry, I forgot to take the trash out. Like it's this real. Like, you knew what you were doing. You knew exactly what you were doing. You knew exactly what you should be doing. And you didn't do it. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Apologies are not really very useful, to be honest. Yeah, there you go. You call it out. They sus as fuck, okay? You're calling it out, Saggy, and you're like, listen, over here. Listen to me. You knew what you were doing. You're not even hiding the fact or playing a game that you knew that they knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. Let me tell you that right now. If they act ignorant or play dumb, nope. Work, love life, family, career, whatever, okay? Somebody here, and it might show up in multiple energies because this is just energy, so it might show up in multiple phases where somebody is absent-minded as fuck or is purposefully neglectful and then just, sorry, and you're like, no, you're not. Guess what? You know exactly what you were doing. You knew exactly the consequences, and what? You could pay me. How do you do that, Sag? You're getting reimbursed for something. Oh, this is hot Karen energy, Auntie Karen energy. Calling up this customer support line. Getting your goddamn refund. Listen up, Saggy. And right now you're watching this like, huh? When you watch this in 2 weeks, you're gonna be like, damn, I know it. Listen, This could be as simple as like somebody getting your soup wrong and you being like, go back to the kitchen, bring me a new soup, and then don't charge me because I had to sit here and wait. So this is like you getting your way and then them reimbursing you for your time. This could be you at work. It could be you in a reciprocated relationship with somebody who knows better, okay? And then you're like, we've done this before. And then they take you out or they surprise you with a beautiful gift. Or maybe they just even just send you straight up a Venmo or something. Wow, look at you. You and Leo, man. Same position too. 5th card for you, 5th card for Leo. 5th card, Major Arcana. Taurus energy, the 5th month of the year. Oh, they're moving you exactly where you need to be. You are being called into something. Creative chaos, they said. Okay. Energy that is meant to be manipulated in your favor to provide for the common good of all the creatures, the elements, the pixies, the fairies, the gnomes, the beings, the little ones that serve. So you might be a big fan of animals, and you might just be like, maybe you're gonna adopt a pet, or you'll have a foster fail. That's my favorite. I love that phrase, foster fail. Isn't that sweet? I love that so much. But you might be like this like charitable place or running some kind of fundraiser. You might be like, we ain't broke, come on, you know, like convincing people, hey, I know you don't, like, this is the reluctant energy. Hey, I know you don't want to do this. I know you're being forced to work here 9 to 5, but we are raising money for this super special cause, and you might be the fundraiser or the event planner for that. That's nice. Add co-chair to your resume real quick, okay? But yeah, this is getting you seen. The higher ups are loving you right now, wherever you are, Saggy. Yes, and you are finding your highest calling to the highest bidder, okay? So you might be, if this is you looking for a new job, you might be getting your dream job, dream house, dream car. So be it. I feel like you had this like drag energy where you're like, I'm a drag. When's the next new moon? Oh, it's a Gemini new moon? Oh shit, I better get out of my manifestation shit. I'm a Sag. Air feeds fire. Let's go. So you got on that and you said, God, make it right. And they doing that for you. And it's much easier than Leo's. Like, I could really use your advice, I guess. Here's the thing. You and Leo, you got to get together. You and Leo are crossing paths. I know, I just met a beautiful Sag woman too. In her 70s. Gorgeous woman. 3 businesses. Super, super cute. Anyways, you think you can't do it. It's not over. It's going to keep going. Selena's here. Hello. I'm on Saggy. You think that you think there's no way that this could possibly all happen the way I wanted to in this moment. And I've never felt that from a Sag before. Maybe you think your manifestation comes in, it's a red bike, and you're like, I wanted a blue bike. Like, send it back. God, this is not what I ordered. Send it back. Oh yeah. I'm honored. Get out of here. Sexy wrench. I'm honored. Get out of here. Beautiful. But yeah, you're having a little bit of a stubborn streak. Sticking to what you are manifesting, because that's how you get what you want, Saggy. Damn, it is like the same. If you are not connected to a Leo right now, you two need to have like a session. Puff, puff, give to each other, you know? I'm kidding. But like, or not. I mean, whatever. I'm cool. You're cool. Whatever. We're good. Nobody's got to do nothing. Okay. But I do show you unsupported, coming into a situation, fully knowing, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's handed to you. The money comes. You're the perpetrator of this money. You're the one creating the stacks. And you're like, keep it going. It's not over. I want more. Even more. There's always more. Come on, you know you got it. You're shaking them for all the pocket change that they're worth. That's right. And you got fortitude here. You have been showing, I'm not going to stop until I get what I know is mine. Until I get what I manifested the way I wanted it manifested. You are on... It's a game for you, Sag. Life is easier when you're playing this manifestation game for profit, really. I mean, a lot of people live in the Disney fantasy of maybe one day I'll fall in love and we'll have a family and we'll go out to the country and they'll have a big house with 4 dogs and 17 children and a big white picket fence, and this is what happiness is. Yours is like, okay, now what can I make happen? Now how can I, your biggest thrill in life is how can I? Amazing. It makes everything happen. And when you elevate, I always clapping for a Sag, because I'm always like, a lot of people hate Saggy. A lot of people think Saggy's shallow or mean or rude or whatever. Not me. I'm like, you do that, because when you do that, everyone else benefits. So I'm on your cheer squad. You know what I mean? Love Leo. Love fire. Love fire. Ah! That was fun. That was for you, Selena. Ta-da. Okay. That was also for my main Saggy. Ooh, Saggy's been a theme in my life lately. Ooh, does that mean some luck is gonna happen for me too? Ooh, I have a hard time finding Sagittariuses. I've never been able to date a Sagittarian for very long. I did have a little Sagittarius boyfriend for a little while. Yes. He was tiny, but cute. He was very cute. Had these little nerdy glasses like me. Yeah. Capricorn. 78-23. Him and I played house for like 2 weeks. It was great. I was like, you know what? I don't want to be together. I don't want to like be a girlfriend. I just kind of want to like domesticate. And he was like, yeah, me too. I'm like, yeah. Like you can come home and I'll be like, yeah, let's make dinner and like fucking hang out. That was a fun one. I remember that very well. And then it ended when I went to a bachelorette party and I was like, I'm gonna go to the strip club with my girlfriends. I'll see you later. And then he never called me back. And I was like, oh well. He was good. Aw. And you know what else I didn't like about him? As I was on some learning and he pressured me into sex and I was like, we don't do that. We don't act desperate. Yeah. So that was probably what made him ghost. It was me. I don't know if anybody watching like looks back. I'm a Cap rising, so I'm getting a good shuffle out of this. I don't I look back at my relationships and I think I was the initial rejecter on every single relationship I've ever had. It was me. Truly. Like, a lot of them I came out crying like, oh, they broke my heart. And I'm like, no, actually, the first rejection was me, actually. Like, when I look really far back in the relationship, that was me, actually, rejecting them. Probably for a long time, and then they finally just had enough of my rejections. Huh. Interesting how I'm responsible for my own shit. Huh. Anyways. Capricorn. Your reading was fucking fire last weekend. I hope this weekend, actually, Memorial Day weekend, I hope that you found Mr. or Mrs. Right, okay? Because I got straight up proposal, married, okay? Engagement. Why do my guides talk so funny? Abrupt wedding. It's called eloping, guys. There's a word for it. Okay. Capricorn. Protect your VIP. That's right. Very important. That's right. But I have a cat. Just kidding. I don't have a cat. Thank you so much. Where do you guys get that stuff? Like, you guys are so magical. Thank you. I don't even know how you get those messages. Like, how does that even work? Okay. I'm so ridiculous. Capricorn. Okay, Gemini, new moon energy for Capricorn, super new moon. So look at next 2 weeks. Okay, so this is like what we're manifesting next 2 weeks. Oh, are those ice cream cones? Not ice cream cones. Show that Nike. That's right. They hid that. I said show. I said show it. All right. Oh, right. Back to the reading. Capricorn. Gemini, new moon. Okay, so take care of your 2 Gemini body parts, the head, the brain, and the lungs. Okay? I just showed, okay, so I said head, and that was a Freudian slip. Because I show somebody like receiving mind-blowing head and being like, afterwards, like getting like back to earth. Do you know that in order to orgasm, your brain has to shut down entirely? Like, you can't think during an orgasm. That's trust. That's trust. Vagus nerve. Okay, anyways. Capricorn, you might be working out that vagus nerve or getting some help on that. I certainly am curious about it. What else? Take care of your nervous system, your mental health, breathing. Meditation is really good right now. So like consciously going about your day. All right. And that's for all the signs. This is going to bring in your bigger manifestations. This is a 6-month energy because it's a super new moon, but you want to check back. It's super potent for the next 2 weeks. Like the actions and the desires and the things that you're writing down now are going to be very beneficial for you. So start now, and the next 2 weeks, you might even find that if you did this last year during the Gemini new moon from last year, which I specifically remember manifesting a Cinderella ending for me, like watching Cinderella, crying my eyes out because I was just so tired of being alone. Okay, Capricorn. Maybe you have a Disney moment. Yeah, the sun. I'm going to shuffle that back in and see if we get it. Okay. No, I'm not counting cards. Can't do that. I'm not that smart. I am that smart, but I don't do it. All right. Saint Michael, please protect Capricorn. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Capricorn's behalf. Come on back in 6 months and see how this went for you. What are we manifesting as of today for Capricorn? You and Gemini, same thing. Walking away towards a brighter day. 8 of Cups. What are you walking away from? Liar. Liar. A thief. A cheater. A stealer. You're walking away from anybody who's bullshitting, too. You and Gemini, very similar. I don't know why that's related because we got earth and air, and isn't that a quincunx? Quincunx? Yeah, it's easy for you to say. 150 degrees? What is that? Yeah, it's 150. Yeah, because 180 would be Cancer. Quincunx. Stupid. Anyways, you are banishing misnomers, blocked communications, people who hide shit from you because it makes you fucking anxious because you've been lied to. I get it. Ace of Cups. Love. You're walking away from somebody who lied. Could have been a love person. Doesn't have to be. But you're walking away from somebody who lied to go towards somebody who's steadfast, who's honest, who's authentic, who's coming from the heart, who's aligned. That they have so much love and emotional health that they can offer something in that arena. Somebody you might see, I just got a little message, like you might see or protect this part of you, the collarbone. Somebody, the collarbone is one of the most broken bones on the body. And not because, it's just we do weird shit to ourselves, right? Like we fall off bikes or whatever. But like, it's so easy to break it. So a lot of people might even have a broken collarbone. They never knew it. But there's something to do with the collarbone. Maybe someone's looking at a collarbone, or I don't know, maybe you see someone like swipe away, or I don't know. But I'm getting this like collarbone thing. Okay. Knight of Wands reverse. Well, I put that out. Oh, well, what? Listen, whoa, poof, oof. Hi. Okay, what am I doing? Love. Okay, you might be converting from a hoe into a housewife. I don't care what gender you are, but I just like that hoe is in the word housewife. And anyways, but yeah, there's somebody here who is like, I think I've been around town, been around the world, and now, yeah, I can't find my baby. There's something here that's very unsatisfactory for you or them. And someone here is the King of Cups, and they've been holding on to it. Janetta, hello. We are in Gemini energy. Yes, it does. You're right. Yep. It resonates because we are all in that energy, right? But 150 degrees. Okay, because I saw that's part of the reading now. 150 degrees is a challenging energy, but if you work with it, it goes very smoothly. You think I'm beautiful? Anyways, if you work with this energy, it goes very smoothly. So somebody here, either you or them, and this is feeling like love, okay? But somebody here, did you hear the choir when I sang that? Somebody here is ready to boss up, mature, okay? They're ready to put down their player ways. They're ready to explore love fully. Commitment even. It's on their mind, but the King of Cups doesn't say anything. They just are this way. This might be you receiving some kind of love offer. Maybe they were hiding how they felt, and then they were like, actually, I don't know what to do. And you're like, what? What did you say? And then you heard it. You heard their case, and you've been contemplating it. Vice versa. Maybe you have those feelings for someone else. Okay. But this is like somebody, I feel like somebody like, okay, but I said it really fast. And blah, blah, blah. Like they were embarrassed, or I feel something cute. Listen, the truth of the matter is this. I don't want any games. I don't want this. I don't want that. And I want to, I mean, we're adults. We've done this before. We can do this again. We don't have to be all up in our passion. I love passion, but I'm going to do this proper. The Two of Cups! Upright! What? Capricorn! Ah, sweet. Listen out here, Capricorn. You are one of the darkest, broodiest, curmudgeon-y. You have a layer. You're like the evil stepmother in Cinderella with her cat in the dark. Okay. But listen, you might just be opening up to a love offer. Or someone's trying to offer you love. And you might even be like, you know what? I have a lot of choices. I have a lot of ideas what it could be. And at least you're seeing this person as like true blue. To go mature up to the Two of Cups, to consider the Ace of Cups, to consider this offer. True love, I heard. Wow, Capricorn. And like if you looked at last week's energy of the weekend, it was like Emperor and Empress right in a row next to each other. Been reading 20 years. That shit doesn't happen, especially when they're both upright, both next to each other. I shuffle the cards a million times. You know, it's amazing. I'm not a gambling woman, but if I were, I'd gamble on like what card is going to come out. Because I've actually done that many times where I like call the card and it happens, you know? But like this is, oof. You know what you don't want. You definitely been around that block. You know who the liars are. You definitely see through people. This is like, no nonsense. We're going to move forward. This is love. It's going to be a reciprocated relationship. And you're going to therapy and I'm going to therapy and we're doing the thing. Ah, okay, that's what I got. That is what I got for you. Now, some of you might be in healthcare or a care-related type of industry, and you might be getting some kind of partnership deal, maybe going into a private practice. I'm sorry I didn't really include general energy. I just want Capricorns to find love. I find that generally speaking, Capricorns readings get very stony or money-driven, or so I just love that this is authentic love energy coming through for my Cappies. Yeah. Woo. What you laughing at so hard, Janetta? I got a boogie. Okay, Aquarius. Let's go. My little weirdos. Okay. My little aliens. How are you? Aquarius. Okay. Listen. Here's Aquarius. Aquarius, your fellow air sign, Gemini, has a new moon coming, and I'm sure you already knew that. This for you is a trine energy. So it's sister energy. It's easy going. It's easy. It's relaxed. It's fun. Okay. It's friendly. It might even be a little flirty. Okay. And I don't even know what that shuffle just was, but, you might be hanging around after hours, just kind of just to see somebody, or like, you know, I'm getting that a little bit, but, I'm also getting creative spunk, because you're a spunky character. It's funny how spunk is such a dirty word. Anyways, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed that. All right, Aquarius. Thanks, Janetta. I love your energy too. I can feel energy through the damn internet. You know me. All right. This is for Aquarius. Check back after 2 weeks. Check back after 6 months. The energy of the new moon, it's a super new moon, so the energy is super potent for the first 2 weeks. Aquarius, if I've ever blessed you with a beautiful, lovely, fun, dynamic reading on here, I am a tipped employee of the universe. I really appreciate any help you can give to my personal journey. And that Venmo is available in my description box. I'm also available for private readings, tarotdamore.com. And I am on IG as well with free readings that are different, entirely different than these readings. They're more, you know, dates and times. These are spiritual. Okay, Aquarius, this is what I got for you. Y'all saw how much I shuffled these cards because I have a feeling that this is going to be a very weird reading. Because it usually is for Aquarius. Saint Michael, please protect Aquarius. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aquarius's behalf. I mean, weird as in bizarre or like, okay, these are the same cards as a different sign. Usually it's Capricorn. Tower reversed. Okay. King of Pentacles reversed. Oh, good. Queen of Swords. You definitely like avoided some kind of financial catastrophe. You definitely stayed the fuck out of something. Okay. It could have been at work. It could have been, you know, your boss that quite honestly is a little bit like they're there because they're the nephew, okay, and they're not necessarily qualified. They're just someone's nephew who happened to be in the right position, okay. But I show that you have circumnavigated that situation. You stay away from that person. It helps you. This greedy landlord, it helps you, okay. The bank, you self-funded it. You found a grant or you did something else. Okay, so this is like somebody who is spoiled rotten, not sharing with you, but you found a way around it. Judgment. It's decision time. It's D-Day here. The sheep and the wolves. Which one, the sheep and the goats, which one are we gonna take? I said wolves even. Goats go to hell, sheep go to heaven. The wolves are another dimension of hell, right? A third or fourth dimension of hell. In this case, this is like, in this, I love wolves. I think wolf history, I actually like follow wolf packs, and there are it's like what's happening in America, maybe even. There are like the fascist wolves that eat everything and everyone and don't care, and they're more like lone wolf, and they'll fight each other for dominance and all this stuff. And then there's the pack animal, the wolf, the peaceful wolf, the one who has respect for the elder, the one who, you know, abides by a certain wolf law. And then there are these lawless wolves. I show you kind of knowing the difference. And in this weird, see, I told you it's gonna be weird. In this weird like world that I'm navigating right now, fairyland, okay? You're knowing what's like fool's gold. I just looked at my pyrite. You're knowing the difference between real and fake. And that has actually come up quite a few times. Gemini had that. Capricorn had it. There was another sign, I think Libra. Also, maybe Virgo. But there were quite a few signs navigating fake information, fake AI, fake being botted, being catfished, okay? Fake energy, you are not going to invite it back. Or are you? You're going to talk about it this time, okay? You're going to do things differently. You're going to approach the situation with love. You get one more card here. Yeah, and the truth. Great. So instead of, okay, let's say this is dating. They catfished me. I mean, there are bigger problems in the world. There are bigger problems in the world. You know why they did that? Because they feel insecure about the way they look, perhaps. Maybe they don't feel good about how they look. That's not your problem, but also it's not yours to hurt someone else, right? So instead of ghosting and then telling all your friends about this terrible experience where they didn't look like their picture, how fucking shallow are we, right? You're doing something about it instead. You're saying, hey, you know, where was this picture? You know, like you're being kind about it. Like, when did you take this picture? Because it looks like you. It's just, is this like from 1998 or like, But like you might be, that was a joke. You might say something like that, but you might be revisiting something and saying, no, 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 no. No, see, we're going to tell the truth this time. We're going to talk this out. Well, what about, you know, like this time, the situation, whatever it is, doesn't have to be dating, but that's just an example. Okay. You're calling, you're sussing out somebody, but you're doing it in a loving way so that they feel more secure about sharing their truth and flying their freak flag. So you're showing people, Aquarius, this is really cool. In Gemini new moon energy, you're showing people how to stand out, how to love who they are, how to not give a shit what other people say about them. Because you get one life and you're just this tiny little bit of stardust and it doesn't matter. And like, that's what you keep, this guy at work, this King of Pentacles reverse, that they don't matter. I don't care if they're a billionaire. They don't matter. They don't matter any more than you do. And you know this, and you're teaching other people this. You matter. Wow. I want to be friends with Aquarius this week. Wow, that's so cool. Book a personal reading. That's right, Nakia. That's right. And Williams. Amen. Amen. Go ahead. I hear you singing at home. Okay. Pisces. You bet I'm not going to finish that. I'm going to leave it out there. Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger. I even heard the stomping and the clapping. Boop, bop, 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 boop, bop, bop, bop. All right. Pisces, what do we got? 101.26. Aww. You like when I'm an idiot. Okay, let's go. Pisces. Is it getting dark? Is my lighting moving? I like it. New moon energy for Pisces. Gemini new moon energy for Pisces. Interesting. Pisces, are you getting a layer of like cunning? Ooh, foxy. I love when a Pisces gets a little deliberate, okay? Something about it is so loving and so freaking like Pisces people know how to put you in your place and they will change your life forever. It's crazy to be the butt of a Pisces joke. It's so rewarding in a way, and it's like a roast, like a truly well manicured roast. It's divine. Okay, I wonder. Ooh, this is gonna be hot. Spicy Pisces. Okay, ready? Here we go. Gemini new moon for you, Pisces. Did I get the sun at the bottom of the deck there? Nope. Magician though. You know what time it is. Manifest time. You got all the tools you need this time. You ain't running from something. Woo! North node. North node. That's right. Oh, Pisces. I'm getting excited just shuffling these damn cards. What? Are you breaking out of your little fetal position? Let's go. Raise that fist towards the sky. Let's go. Stretch it out. You're like, I'm ready, world. Tiny little newborn Pisces. I'm ready, world. Go. Maybe you have a newborn. Okay. Gemini new moon energy is going to be about your mental health and your deep breaths, okay? So the lungs and the brain are ruled by Gemini. Really take it easy on your nervous system, okay? It's a new moon, so it's going to be low vibe. Like, it's going to be like, oh, I'm tired. Not low vibe, like, as in do bad. It's like low vibe as in like, I don't got the energy for nothing. I just want to take a nap. Okay, take a nap. Okay? Screw it. Call into work. Personal day. Okay? So, don't take my advice. Don't lose your job over some tarot. Anyways, if I've ever blessed you before, Pisces, you can book me at tarotdamore.com. My Venmo is in the description box. I consider myself a tipped employee of the universe. I hope you do too. I'm looking for new ways to say that every day. Say, Michael, please protect Pisces. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Pisces' behalf. What have we got for you? Eight of Swords. Monkey spunky. No. What is this? This is just bad. What is this? Somebody's making an offer from an anxious attachment relationship style. And you're like, maybe you already know this person, or maybe you've known them, maybe they're at work and they've been voyeuring your life, or they watch your stories, or it's a little creepy. And they're just very high anxiety, and they're asking or offering something from that place, and they're like, this is very, that emoji, like I'm getting very, you're giving me wrinkles, dude, whoever this is. Are you doing this? Don't do this. That, whatever that is, that's desperate. Bye. Nope. What else? Yeah. No, you got nothing for this. Yeah, there it is. It's a rejection. You know what? You may have done this in the past yourself, because here's your energy, King of Cups reverse, where you're like, how did I not see this shit? Like, how did I continue in this energy for so long? Why did I not take myself out of it sooner? Don't kick yourself like that. Don't harm yourself. Why did I offer from that place? Why did they, about in tarot or in life, when you're getting spiritual about stuff, asking the question why is not your best helper. You can ask how. In spirituality, you keep yourself authentic by never asking why. In science, asking why is the best question. In math and science and things that are like limited and make sense only to what we know. But in spirituality, there's no form or master, okay? And so this, I feel, is some kind of spiral pattern that you or someone you know in a dynamic used to employ a lot. It was coming from an anxious place. And you just had it with being kept. You might have felt like you were in some kind of like maze, or like someone's pet, a rat race. I'm getting like a hamster cage or a hamster wheel. Maybe you had that and we buried a little fighty, okay? Fighty. What do people name hamsters? I don't know. I don't have hamsters and I'm never getting one. I don't know why people want that. They stink. Anyway. Very judgmental about rodents. Okay, sorry. Pet rodents even. This you tried. This person was touched. Aw, you saw them. They saw you too. You tried to regenerate this time and again. You tried to master the solution here. You tried emotionally to support the situation. Whether it was you doing that out of your own anxieties and that being reflected to you back from another person in that same vibration, you see it now and you say, no more. Okay. What? Okay, they gave me, humor is going to be the only thing that really gets you through this period. Next 2 weeks. You want no masters. You desire no help. Like, if it's going to mean you having to give up yourself and who you are and what you think and believe in your actions and behaviors, you do not want to be controlled anymore, okay? And I show here that you will be sad about that, sure. You did love this person, I'll tell you what, and they loved you too, and they might be begging for you to come back, begging for it. but you are like, no masters, no kings. No. Not in this lifetime. No, no thanks, sweetheart. And you want to either live alone, have your own business. This could be about work. You could be like, it could be multiple facets of this energy, but you are definitely saying, I reject your offer. I reject this former way that I used to act and that you are acting like. I see it. I acknowledge it. I love you. I tried, but you're not coming back. And I will have sweet, sweet memories of this time together. And we can salvage what's left, and we can put it out there, hold on to hope that one day it might be the right fit. And you can profess the love that you have and the reciprocated times, and have some good nostalgia there, and you might remain friends. It's amicable or what have you. But I do show you understanding that you're going to have to move on. I do show that. It's a deep understanding, but first, a Pisces has got to feel all the things. They got to go to the very tips of the ocean and depths and heights, and okay, they got to figure out all the whole thing, the whole ocean. So a lot of people can't understand that because Pisces carry all of that. Make sure you bring your trident, okay? Hunting might be a really good thing for you. Whether you're hunting online for a new person, hunting in real life, I don't really believe in that necessarily, but some people, it can be beneficial in some environments. But I think like maybe hunting for deals, that could be good. Guess what? It's getting really dark. I'm going to turn on the lights and I'm going to get a bevy for my little throat. My little throat's starting to get a little sore. You guys don't want me to suffer, right? I deserve water like everyone else. Where's my BRB? I'm so silly. I don't have the proper tools to be doing this job. I just spit everywhere. I'm mad. Big mad. Can you just put BRB on there? Hi, Tiara. I'll be right back. Can you put BRB on there for me? Bevy required. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we need lighting. Oh, here it is. It fell. There it is. Not that you can see it. Yeah, babe. Do it. Yes. Ooh, yes. Okay. I drink so many beverages in a day. Oh my goodness. I'm a beverage whore. Okay. Love me some water and tea and then something bubbly. 3 beverages at all times. Isn't that the best? Okay. Aries, is Siva still here? Did Siva come back? Siva, miss you. Okay. 113.36 for Aries. Aries? Woohoo! Saint Michael, please protect me. Virgin Mother, please intercede on my behalf. I have no idea what's going on in my Aries collective. Oh, these readings have been a hard row to toe. Okay? They actually bring me down. And that's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen, okay? Aries, better times. Better times. That's what, when I see someone, I can't give to every single person that I see, panhandling or asking for money. Even tipped people, which is me too. Okay, tipped employee of the universe. If you want to send me a couple bucks if you're entertained slightly, that'd be super, super cool. A couple bucks at a time from a lot of people is how I really hope to live my life. Also, Aries, you can book a personal reading at tarotdamore.com or inbox me on Tarot D'Amore, IG or Facebook. you can check out free readings on my IG. My next live reading is at the Via Terrace, which is a very posh setting on Milwaukee's lakefront. I'm like a little local staple. You gotta get a reading from Tarot D'Amour if you come to Milwaukee, okay? I'm just saying. Okay. Tarot D. That's me. Hi. Hi, Mason. Okay. Yes, you did. But Saggies was a good one. We had Selena Fire up in here. Go subscribe to Selena Fire. She's awesome. Love Fire Tarot, it's called. Can you put her up there, Ann Williams? Can you put her, Tiara, are you from Milwaukee? Do I know you? Did I read for you? Wow. Beauteous. June 1st. Check it out. Beauteous Maximus. Okay. Aries. Yellow. Gemini new moon for Aries. And okay, so use this time to think about what you really want. And please try to settle the brainstem. Breathing. Okay. The two Gemini parts ruled by Gemini, the brain and the lungs. And okay, so this shuffle is kind of giving me a message that you're gonna be able to work around stuff. See, look at, like, no problem. You're gonna be very problem solving. At least that's a suggested energy for you. Be a problem solver, not a problem maker. Don't avoid problems, tackle them. Because that's what I've been getting a lot for Aries, is like bypassing stuff or cutting cords and moving on, and then that's a loose end. And really what you're doing, Aries, is you're the baby of the zodiac. You might be creating future lifetimes, but a lot of future lifetimes. Which I don't know if that's what you want, but you can run, but you can't hide from the universe. I'll tell you what. Aries, this is for you. I hope you're okay. St. Michael, please protect Aries. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aries' behalf. I gave it a thin slice. Wins the dice. Knight of Swords reversed. Oh yeah, this is definitely a huff. Definitely a huff puff. I'm so mad. Somebody's throwing a temper tantrum. It could be you or a child in your life. Okay. Could be you have a teenager and a child who are both, or they're not talking to each other, okay? And your dad in the situation, whether you're male or female here, and you're saying, hey, you two are brothers. You figure this out. Now, if you're one of these energies huffing in the corner, silent treatment, you're also giving the world a silent treatment. Perhaps you're getting off of social media. Good little social media cleanse. Sticking to your mental health, what you need, business, okay? Mundane things, like mundanity is not your enemy. Okay? Three of Swords. Yeah, mind over matter for sure. You're definitely standing on some business here, Aries. I think it's because you've had enough of whatever this immature energy is, of whatever the too much talk is. There's a lot of yapping here. There's a lot of promises, okay? So now you're distancing yourself from that energy. Two of Pentacles, yeah, cleaning up, reorganizing, okay, tidying, cleaning out the fridge, labeling things, filing. There's just, you might be OCD a little bit. I'm catching that. You like everything is right and everything in its right place. That's a good song too by Radiohead. Ace of Wands reversed and the Temperance. Okay, you are learning about patience right now. You are learning how to breathe and promote your general welfare and your positive mental spirit and posture even. And you're learning how to navigate a world that takes you for granted while also mirroring that to yourself. Like, I have taken a lot for granted. So you're actually, this is called ownership. And it's what I've been encouraging in the last 5 or 6 reads that I've done for Aries. Ownership, accountability. I think that you're learning how, you don't want to do it. Nobody wants to. Ace of Wands reverse. I don't want to do it. Spirit is going to put it in front of you, Aries, until you handle this. Spirit is way more patient than you. Spirit's got all the time in the universe for your soul to figure it out. They're just going to keep putting it in front of you and keep putting it in front of you and keep, okay, now, how about this? Is it this? Is it this? I have a story about my uncle who's passed. He was a very charming person. He had a lot of problems, okay, but he was the crazy uncle, I guess, right? But my mom tells a cute story about him, and he was a very interesting person too, though, and he also should have died when he was a baby, because this is weird, but I come from Italian Milwaukee, and when my mom was 7, a car bomb went off in front of her house, and it exploded and shattered all the windows. And the one window shattered where his crib was, where his cradle was. Except for my grandma that day, for whatever reason, moved his cradle to a different spot. And he lived, but he would have probably been all, blown up, because it was like a big impact, right? Either severely injured or even died from that. Could have died. So this uncle, when he was very, very, very little, and I wonder if he is an Aries. I don't know his birthday, but he was very cute, rambunctious, charming, slick, funny, right? And my mom was the oldest girl, so and in those days, they're like mom number 2, right? And so she took care of him a lot. And there was one time she was watching him, and he just couldn't get it out. He was screaming, "I want second bucket! I want second bucket!" And it was chocolate milk. But my mom patiently, just like Spirit here with you, Aries, went through the cabinet, was like, this, 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 no. Like, couldn't figure out what he was saying, waited patiently, showed him his options. I think that's what Spirit's doing with you right now. Showing you your options, Aries, showing you what's available. You're like, no, throwing a fit. And you're learning how to come out of that temper tantrum feeling. It's cute, but be careful, because to people that are unaware of that being a cute energy, it might hurt their feelings. You might really have wronged somebody in the process. This might also be something for you to take a look at, like your conscience, okay? Clean that up. That's what I got for you, Aries. Oh my gosh. I hope that was helpful. It's a protective energy for sure. You're being protected and guided into this. I don't want to do it. There's something you don't want to do, and you're being protected and guided into it, which is like really kind of cute. I don't know. I feel like I really don't want to do it. No, they can just keep showing me that I don't want to do it. Yeah, Aries. Aw. Do you have an Aries child, or is it an Aries? Is there a significant other Aries? You really have to be patient with Aries people. They do nonsensical, ragey things sometimes, and you just have to be like, really? I'm just gonna let them throw a fit. Is that what we're doing today? Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes. Tell your friends, okay? tarotdemo.com. You can book a reading. IG, Facebook. It's all in my description box. You can DM me, and we can arrange a video chat, okay? And I'm a real person with real live food and beverage needs. I did that yesterday in the reading too. I spilled with a big stain on my shirt. I'm a Leo. What a messy. Somebody's gonna love me. All right. Last and certainly least. Kidding, gosh. Taurus. Who here? I don't know about you guys, but there was a T-square during Taurus season, and I found Taurus season to be very challenging this year. Last year, not so much. Last year, I was like, I'm gonna borrow a couple thousand and just kind of sit for a while and be semi-retired. This year, I worked my ass off to pay that back. Yeah, you know, Taurus, you know about it. How's your Gemini new moon for Taurus? This is the last sign, y'all. If you want to stick around, let me know. We can do private reads. If you have a question, you want to pay, we can do that. Pay to play, for sure. I'm down for that. I've never tried that on this YouTube channel, but I do that on my Instagram, Monday and Friday. Okay, Taurus. The one question reads for me online is 777. And you can decide what to do with that. If you want to just round it up to 10, cool. I go somewhere in the middle for you. I try to be affordable, at least in a public sense, especially, right? Taurus, Gemini new moon for you is going to be a thinker. Okay, so keep your brain soft. Keep your breath long. Try not to be long-winded like me. What else? I'm not getting anything else. I show you pretty zen, okay? Let's see what's going on for Taurus here. What is Gemini season? Gemini, well, season, we already did that one. What is the Gemini new moon bringing in for Taurus? It's going to reflect that same Gemini season reading that I did just a little while ago, and you can watch both. Certainly watch that, you know, come like June 20th or so. June 21st when the solstice happens. Okay. I don't know why I'm feeling so shuffly today. Banter time. St. Michael, please protect Taurus. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Taurus's behalf. Next 2 weeks, take a look back at this. And then in 6 months, if you want to, if you wrote down your manifestations, check out your progress in 6 months and be like, that did work. Okay. So I ask people to work on themselves, you know, it's part of the journey. I love when people get a reading from me, but then if they never come back, I'm like, yeah, they didn't really appreciate the reading maybe, or they don't really appreciate tarot. They just wanted me to do a magic trick, which I can do, but I prefer people that, I don't know if this is why I'm saying it, is because you're maybe feeling the same way. I prefer people that are trying. And I give them, let's say I give them this crappy read ever, the crappiest read I've ever given, and they're crying, and I'm like, oh, don't cry, you know, I didn't mean it like that. You're a great person. It's just, you know, this is tough and whatever. They get this thing where that's what they needed to hear, and then it provokes them into a new energy and a new vibe, and then they come back and they're like, okay, I'm on a better foot. Give me a reading now. And the readings get better and better and better. And this is the best thing about my readings. I'm a generating manifester. If you listen to my readings and you come back and work with me, your shit starts to come true. I have married off dozens of people. I have predicted childbirths. I have predicted retirements, helped early retirements, found dead people, found dogs, cats. Like I do truly help people. So this general reading stuff doesn't even hold a candle compared to what a private reading can do for someone, especially on a regular basis. Consider me like as useful as a therapist, but in a different way. I don't have the licensing. I went to school for psychology for a long time, but I didn't graduate with that. So I feel like that's your energy. Like there's something you're very knowledgeable at here, and you're goddamn close to being a thing, like maybe a doctor or a lawyer or whatever. You're not just an armchair expert at something here, Taurus. I show you really resonating with the stories that I'm telling here. The High Priestess. And man, super similar to Leo energy here. You're just going a little lighter on it. Leo was like before, Leo was storming into the fire, storming down into hell, and being like, bring it! I'm gonna win! And they will. Like, they're gonna beat this. You're just Persephone here, descending to go find her lover, okay? She has a specific job in her mythology. It is to retrieve her lover from the dead and from the land of Hades. And to work with Hades, that's where you get the monkey paw stuff, okay? You wish for something, he says, okay, and then he gives you this whole other thing. And you're like, oh, damn it, okay? So, interesting. I don't know what's cool as fuck, but thank you. The Fool. Look at you. Major shit change for you. Major shift. You may be changing shift or the hours that you're working, but I show you want to start over. You want a whole new design. You are manifesting, creating, feeling the urge. You are making that urge come to life, Taurus. There's something here that you have abandoned and it was useless, but it's serving you now. Okay? So that big energy that you were in was super super fun, super wild, super free. But like sorry, I'm just distracted. I'm distracted. You were hearing somebody like singing. I feel like you live like in an apartment building and I'm hearing what is it? Like a choir or some kind of reverb? I'm not sure. But I hear you hearing it from far away. Maybe it's like let's say you're trying to go to your car after work and you go outside to the parking lot and you hear this music playing. You're like, there's a festival, and you walk towards it. So it's like this unknown source of fun that you're like, huh. And you're just going, you're just meandering. It's great. Wow. It's a really good feeling. It's just like, oh, the good stuff is this way. I'm going to go that way. It's a nice feeling. I'm really enjoying that. Yeah. And this might be a karmic return of something that's meant for you. So maybe you're meant to be a musician. Maybe you're meant to be a dancer. Maybe you're meant to sing and clap. And maybe you're meant to be the band manager. Or maybe something like that. Maybe you're meant to be in this setting. Maybe that's what you're meant for. Maybe that's your purpose, your calling. You're finding it by meandering, kind of wandering around and going towards things that you just came across and you like them. You're like, wow, this is great. What is this? Like, what's this food? What's this? Like wherever you are, I show you discovering and you being like, oh, this is amazing. I've been missing this my whole life. Oh my gosh. New. Okay. And the only reason that you could meander freely is because you cauterized an unfair deal. Now, I could have said love. I could have said connection. No, I said an unreciprocated deal. Somewhere where you were being shortchanged, shorthanded, shorted on love or money or fairness. Somewhere you walked away from that and went towards something that made you feel really good, but now they're hovering again. Now they're back. Maybe you saw them at this. Oh. This is a soulmate. This is a powerful one. I'm seeing, like, again, I'm in this dreamland, right? Where you're drawn to something. You're like, this is where I like, And then this person and you see them across the room and you have you've been together before. You have a past life, you know this person, you lock eyes, or you've known this person in real life too. But this is like intense clarity on somebody that you already know. And it is not even any kind of retrograde season right now in Venus or Mars or Mercury or anything. So like those little tiny menial things. The big retrograde right now is Pluto, right? I don't even know what else is retrograde, if anybody knows. I don't think anything else is retrograde maybe, but I feel like there's one other planet maybe. Uranus or... yeah, maybe it's Uranus. Anyways, kind of, yeah, because that would make sense. Uranus being retrograde, bringing back some kind of surprise person from the past that you already know, and it kind of rocks your world. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay, and this could be at work, you know, it could be an old colleague or some kind of like, you know, I heard the movie Shaun of the Dead, which is a really funny, non-scary zombie movie. The Star reversed. Okay. And Queen of Swords reversed. Well, you're not happy about this sighting. Let me tell you that. You're not happy to see this person exactly. They do have an unwilling, you're not willingly there. You're not trying to be attracted to them. You just are. Your body remembers them. Your body remembers everything better than your mind. So your brain is telling you one thing, your heart's telling you another thing, and your body's like, ooh, them. You know, so this is like not fun. You're not enjoying that part, okay? And the Star reversed can still be like a really good, what is the word? The Star reversed can still be like a really good feeling. Like, it's like the Sun reversed, you know, it's still really good. It's not a bad card. To me, not to me, but in general, in tarot, it can't really be a bad card. It's just like, for right now, I don't want to heal this. For right now, I'm trying to work on stuff. For right now, can we just have a glass of wine and listen to this music and not talk? You know? It's like a effortless, not the deep kind of healing, but some kind of healing. It might be letting someone be like bygone, or like seeing an old friend that you know you had a falling out with, but then like being like, they're not that bad, you know, like I'm happy for them, or like just kind of like it's and just enjoying this like running into each other because you used to have really good times and you missed them. You don't want to say that you missed them, and you're just kind of like, okay, it's the energy of forgiveness and acceptance here. I don't think that you're ready for it. I feel like you're going to get triggered in the moment. What are you going to do with that moment, Taurus? You're out, you're enjoying your life, you're meandering, you're having a good day, butterflies, you're following the path, wherever it takes you. And it takes you right back into the thralls of this person, right? It could be a friend, an enemy, a lover, a boss. Maybe it's really awkward. Maybe you see your boss out and about and you're shit-faced, or like just like it's not a good look. It's not a good feeling. But I just feel that your energy in this is incredibly misinformed. There's so much you don't know about this person. You're assuming a lot, and I think that they're showing you, hey, that you're breaking one of the commandments. Okay, there's only 4 real rules in energy work. The 4 agreements, right? So don't make assumptions. Use your best words, impeccable words. Don't take it personal. And what was the last one? Don't make assumptions. Impeccable words. Don't take it personal. I forget the last one always. That's the one I'm breaking probably. You can do that self test too, Taurus. Anytime you have the 4 agreements and you run through them and you're like, which one was it? And then you go look it up. I always do that. I'll self-check myself and be like, which of the 4 agreements am I not following? If I can remember them all, I'm like, I'm probably doing pretty good. But this one I'm missing it. Why can't I remember it? I have a terrible memory. No, I should re-manifest. My memory is recovering, always. My memory regenerates and heals. Don't suffer, fools. I don't know. Don't suffer through this, but you can look up the fourth agreement, and maybe that's the one that I'm breaking, and that's one that you need to look up and like look into, and maybe they want you to research that for your own healing and your own safety here. I do think you will be triggered. I do think you will be tempted to react. They're giving you a test. What are you going to do with this energy? Are you going to let bygones be bygones and forgive? Or are you going to keep going around making assumptions about someone else's life and someone else's lens and take things personal to a point of disaster, which it looks like you definitely didn't think that this would happen. You definitely didn't think you'd be running into this person. So whatever that is for you. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. You know, universe, even if it's not retrograde time, universe gives us chances to fix things that they're like trying to give you a message. Okay? That's what I got. That's what I got for everybody. Does anybody want to do a personal question? Anybody want to do a personal question? Nakia, can you put perhaps my Venmo in the comments? And anybody wants a personal question, I will do that for $7.77. I will wait until 1:42. If you write a comment, write a comment saying I want one, or me, emoji, something, okay? If you want a personal question, I'm open to that. And Nakia will post. Oh wait, no, that's my tarotdemore.com. Go, if you look up, it's not on there maybe. Venmo. My Venmo should be listed in my description box. Or I could just, can I add my own comment? I can't comment on my own shit. Why? There it is. Okay, so if you want to, you can send a Venmo, $7.77 or más, to Creativo d'Amore. And I will do a one question live reading for you. Don't all sign up at once. I'll wait till 1:43 to see if anybody wants one. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I hope I helped. If you want to tip me, that's my Venmo. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so much. You're excellent. Thank you so much. You want a question, Nakia? Yours is on the house because you're my mod. There you go. You want a question, honey? Siva. I wish Siva was around too. I miss Lisa. I haven't seen Lisa in forever. She was here like every day for me, like for like a month and a half of readings. Nell's been showing up and showing out. Nothing? Nobody? Okay. Put it out there just in case. We had some fun today. Thank you so much for all your time, your viewership, everything. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my gift. I really appreciate likes, shares, subscribes, all the people that have gotten a reading from me in the past. I want to keep that rolling into the future. So hopefully if I'm your reader, then you'll make that jump, that leap one day, right? Thank you again. Thanks, Nakia. Thanks, Siva. Thanks, Selena. Who else was here? Janetta. New people. All the new people. Tiara, Mason, Who else was here? No Arvin today. Oh well. Yeah, this was a cute one. Thank you so much. Anyways, thank you so much. 444, there it is. See you later. Ciao, babies.